Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Nomad on this bright and beautiful morning here in Belgrade. No, let me actually get a cup of coffee. Really proud that this brand was actually created by an Indian Canadian woman named Monica Deol. Loving the foundation, loving that she is reaching out to a very underserviced community in terms of women of color who are constantly like overlooked by makeup brands. I know a lot of makeup brands these days do carry like large a large shade range, but I always find like the undertones are not quite right, and I'm really impressed that I just picked up one foundation and it was able to match me up without too much of a drama. Side note, I'm really curious to see how Fenty does on my skin for the same reasons. I also ended up going outside with this makeup on, and I think I might have accidentally created my first vlog here in Serbia, but I just wanted to show you how the makeup was performing out on the streets in real light and all of that kind of good stuff. And please don't forget to check out some of my other videos. I've done makeup series from around the world, from Cuba, Australia, Canada. I'm going to be making this entire playlist based on the Balkans and Serbia, so stay tuned. I've got the curtains back, so I've got all this natural light coming at my face so that I can show you truly what this brand new product is. Stellar Beauty. I am so excited to talk about these products now. I've got a foundation from them, a blush, and a lipstick that I'm going to open up on camera for the first time. The idea of being more diverse and inclusive in the makeup industry, like people have been grumbling about this for ages. So I was really excited for Rihanna and for Fenty when it came through in such a big way and it's made such a splash. This launched in about March or I think it was like in the spring of 2017 more or less. And basically the idea behind the makeup line is it represents all skin tones, but it over-represents medium skin tones. So for all my girls who are Indian in background like me, Middle Eastern, Asian, people with kind of like more complex skin tones, it's not that it doesn't carry foundations or colors for people with lighter skin tones or on the darker end of the spectrum there. It's just that middle market. Those are tricky skin tones to get, honestly, and I know this from working in the makeup industry, working as a makeup artist. I have so many clients of different backgrounds in that medium skin tone range, and it's not a one size fits all. Like, I end up mixing and matching so many different things. Sometimes people are a little bit more cool, sometimes people are a little bit more warm. There is a lot of olive, so honestly a bit of a green tone under the skin, and I don't think makeup companies kind of address that properly. So that being said, I'm really excited to see if Stellar has been able to deliver for that. Here goes. It's beautiful packaging. It feels really heavy. And this is the shade S09. I was told this would work for me. I have been using, like as a reference point, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in 325, a shade that's called like pure beige or something like that, and I find it a little bit too pink for me. And this is what was recommended for me to try as like an equivalent from Stellar. So let's see. Ooh. Wow, it's really beautiful packaging. It's actually not unlike the Fit Me Foundation. It's not glass, it's plastic, but it feels quite significantly heavy. So obviously there's a lot in there. There's 1 fluid ounce in there. You know what, I'm so like obsessed with the packaging, I haven't been paying attention to the color. To be honest, that looks a little bit light. That looks a little bit lighter than what I normally use. So Stellar, come through for me. Oh God. After all that excitement, it's a little bit light. It's got an interesting undertone. On first glance, one would say like, okay, maybe that's like a warmer tone because it's got a little bit more yellow in there, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost hitting up that olive component that's missing from so many foundations that I normally try. Let's see. I wore this little strapless top so we could do like a proper comparison, and you know what? I'm like not minding that. It definitely seems to be like a medium to full, medium coverage. I think if I layered it, it would turn to be more full. I have all this redness and stuff right here, so I'm trying to see if this covers it up well. It looks to be pretty good. And a bit of discoloration around here. I think that's really common for women of color. Like, we'll get pigmentation around our mouths, and like, of course, under the eye. I'm wearing a little bit of concealer. I put on my eye already. Duh. So this, I feel like, went on quite hydrating, but it's actually drying right down to like, I wouldn't call it a dewy, glowy finish. I would say it's like kind of like a glowy matte finish. Okay, well, I'm just gonna give that a second to sit. Like, I'm already kind of questioning the color because I'm really kind of like trying to keep an eagle eye on this. I feel like I'm a little bit more yellow through my face than I am through my body. But like I said, let's give it a full chance. I'm gonna wait for it to sort of oxidize fully and go in with their blush and try on a bit of a lip as well. So this blush is called Eclipse. It's sort of like an iridescent pink. Like a glowy, highlighty pink. Very pretty for kind of like every day, just to get like a glow across the face. So let's give that a try. Oh, didn't like that. Just sort of tapped and it went really crumbly. I'm gonna try with a different brush, like just to be completely fair. Like maybe this brush is a little bit too, it's not fluffy enough for it. Let's try it on this cheek. Okay, I think I've had a little bit more success with that brush. I think the color is really pretty of this blush, like it's really glowy. This is called the Infinite Lipstick in the shade Wicked Aura number 2. I'm digging all their packaging. I think it's really like pretty and like kind of modern. Well, let me swatch first. It's nice and creamy. That's nice, because when I was looking at it like in the bullet, I was thinking, oh, that's gonna be like a bit of like a matte. Let's see how it goes right on the lip. Ooh. Oh, that comes out nice. I feel like a man-eater in this color. So I'm gonna go off and like go about my day, and I will check in a couple of hours to let you know how everything is held up. I can tell you right now, because I'm not gonna like manipulate this lipstick with anything on top, it's gonna end up shifting. I need coffee, so yeah, so that's already started. But let's see if like there's maybe some like long-lasting, you know, like a stain that comes out of it. I have to say for now, like now that this foundation has like had some time to sit on my skin, and I've added some more color over the top, I really like the glow. I feel like that's kind of the perfect finish that I like on a foundation. I don't like it to be super matte, but I don't like it to be super glowy either, because then I just know that it's gonna shift around. I think it's really important that I film this in natural light so you guys can see how it would like actually look on you, like when you were wearing it around, and not like under studio lights or in front of a ring light or something like that. So this is just natural daylight coming towards my face, and I've zoomed in really scarily close so you can see all my little bumps, but I think you can see like the coverage and the texture of the product really nicely this way. Okay, ciao for now. I'll catch you in a couple of hours. This is the coffee cup I've been using all day, and as you can see, like the lipstick stamp, that was the first sip that I had. So I hadn't blotted and the lipstick went everywhere, but now, like more recently, I know this looks kind of gross and unhygienic, but I just wanted to show you like how it's still like coming off, but really not as much anymore. Hey guys, it's been about 6 hours now since I first did my stellar makeup application, and I just wanted to do another check-in and show you how everything's holding up. I have to say I am in love with this foundation now. When I first put it on initially, it felt a little tacky. That's totally gone, and it just feels super comfortable, and I love that it's not like, I don't really know how to describe the finish on it. It's not totally matte, it's not totally dewy, it's not like a translucent matte like I was saying before. It's just like perfect. It just looks like skin that's healthy and hydrated. And the lips are holding up pretty damn well still. So I'm actually just gonna pop out and head to a little bakery nearby here in Serbia. I think I might actually create my first vlog. So I'll take the camera with me so you guys can see where I'm going. Okay, so I'm heading out of my little Serbian apartment now. Elevators are so dodgy. Let's check out what my makeup is doing in this light. I look really washed out. This is really unflattering. Just ignore this. Okay, so I'm just heading out of my building now. Beautiful day here in Belgrade. The makeup's looking pretty good. Oh my god, guys. My favorite drink. I need to go to this crappy one up the street. See that? 24 hours. That gets the business. Oh my god. Are there chocolate croissants in there? I need to get in there. Guys, there's one and it's got my name on it. Okay, this bakery lighting is doing nothing for my skin, but you can see the makeup's holding up really well. Look how cute my little neighborhood is here in Belgrade. But oh my god, that's like the sun totally setting. I've got to run home. Okay, I might have totally gotten like a cheese croissant and a chocolate croissant and like a little pizza. Don't judge me. Okay, so I just got home and I have like 10 more minutes before the sun sets and I have to film like my final say on this makeup, but like this is what I'm gonna be doing in the meantime. Oh yeah, cheese croissant and a fresh cup of coffee. Okay guys, it's been nearly 8 hours since I put on this stellar makeup. It is now the end of the day. I'm sure you noticed the light has changed because I filmed in the morning and now it's actually very close to sunset. And I'm only using natural lighting in this video because I really wanted to show you how the products performed. So hopefully you can still see kind of well enough what's happened. I haven't touched my face, like touched up my face at all today. I've eaten, I've had breakfast, lunch, and kind of like a pre-dinner snack. I just like destroyed this cheese croissant. Oh my god. So yeah, that is what the makeup is doing now 8 hours later. My thoughts are that the foundation is definitely a favorite that I think I'm going to end up using a lot in the future. It performed really beautifully. I have a drier skin, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this product is advertised as something for normal to combination skin, but honestly, even with a dry skin, I've gotten a tiny bit shiny throughout the day, and as I said, I haven't touched this up at all. So if you have a combination skin, I think you might need to powder a little bit. But it's held on really, really well. The color, you know, and I wore like a little strapless outfit so you could see how like that blended in with my skin, and that is actually the biggest rave that I have about this product. It's advertised, like the whole line, Stellar, is advertised as over-representing medium skin tones, and this is one of the few times I've picked up a foundation and I haven't had to mix it with anything. I just stuck it straight on the skin. I didn't prime, just so I could see how it worked. So there was nothing that was really affecting the color. As you know, I kind of had a rocky relationship with the blush just because I found it sort of like crumbling a bit when I was applying it. But now that it's been on my skin for hours and hours and hours, I just think it has a really beautiful finish, like really sort of like glowy. And then finally the lipstick. This is not necessarily a shade I would pick for myself for everyday use, but it is really beautiful. I think the pigments actually held up very nicely. I will list all the names of the products down in the description box. I'll put the prices down there as well, and I hope you guys found this tutorial or this review useful and it helps you out when the next time you hit up Sephora. By the way, these products are exclusively available on Sephora, at Sephora, like I think on their website as well. I'll double check that and put that in the description box, but available in store in Canada and in the United States. I don't believe they've gone anywhere else, but hopefully if we keep riding this wave of more inclusive beauty, Stellar will still be around for many years to come. Brands like Fenty and I hope other major brands can really jump on this bandwagon. In fact, I read a statistic that women of color are one of the largest buying demographics for makeup, and it's just a real shame that traditionally, like we have been overlooked. So really looking forward to seeing how all this pans out, and I'll catch you in my next video. Ciao for now. Oh guys, please, 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 if you like this video and you like this review, please don't forget to subscribe. The button's right down there. It won't even take you a second. It's totally free. And hit that like button as well.